I sent over 200 Loom videos to recruiters and hiring managers over 60 days. Want to know how many replied? 3. Want to know how many actually turned into opportunities? 0. That's true. The thing is, I was good at sales. I could close. I could objection handle. I had done the training. I had put in the hour. But none of that actually mattered because I was doing the exact thing that everybody else is telling you to do. And that's keeping you broke. Let me tell you, what's your last 6 months looked like? And you tell me if I'm wrong. You woke up early. You're putting in the hours. You're sending DMs to recruiters. You're applying to the job boards and hopping on every call that's in your calendar. You might have even paid for some sales courses, maybe 2, maybe 3, and those courses were not bad. You learned objection handling, you learned tonality, and you got better at setting or closing. And I'm not keeping that away from you. And now you are applying to the same job boards where you are fighting against 500 applicants and the offer is only paying you $500 per month. And here's the part that nobody is talking. You're lying in your bed at night. Maybe it's 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and you're thinking the voice is coming from somewhere. Why I'm stuck? Why I'm barely surviving? Why I'm not making the money? Everybody else around me are making 5k, 10k. Maybe this is my accent. Maybe it's background where I'm coming from. And sometimes I might do not have the skill set that it required. I'm working harder than anybody else. What's exactly wrong with me? Am I even made for this thing? Or you might be even thinking, maybe I'm not that kind of person who can actually make it in this game. If you ever thought any of that, listen me out for next 5 minutes. The voice that is in your head, it is lying to you. And I'm going to show you exactly why. I'm telling you that the voice is lying to you. I believed in each and every word. I moved to Canada from India with my broken English, heavy accent, no safety net, no network at all, in freezing cold winters, in minus 30, minus 40 degree temperatures. And then I worked security, day shifts, night shift, and I was getting threatened by people on the streets. Why? Because I was just doing the job. And the whole time I knew this is not my life. This is not where I supposed to have. But I did not had any better option. The only thing that I had and I still have is the hunger. Hunger to actually grow. That is why I shifted into solar sales, knocking doors in winters and summers. Imagine this. A brown kid with thick accent is knocking doors in the neighborhood where nobody is actually looking like him. And let me tell you, people were slamming doors on my face. My first month, I had one sale, only one. And I thought that solely was because of my luck. But still, I keep on going. I never quit. And that is the reason I became number 1 rep in the whole company by the end of summer. And that changed something. I got the confidence. I got the hunger. My hunger increased, and with hunger, I started putting in more and more work. And that did not happen because I became better at something. My skill set improved substantially. That happened because I refused to actually not show up. I showed up every single day. Then I moved into high ticket online sales. The rejection even got worse. People hung up on me just after 2 seconds of listening my accent. I invested so much money in accent training, tonality training, coaching, sales, objection handling, all of that stuff. But eventually nothing worked out for me. And here's where the mindset changed. I ate rejections in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And over time, I generated over 1.5 million in sales. I built relationships with 200 plus business owners who are doing 7, 8, 9, 10 figures in their business. And here's the thing that I need you to hear. I did not get those results because I applied on the job board. I applied on the pipelines. I talked with recruiters or even sending the looms to the void. That's not how it happened. I got them from learning how to actually connect with people like a human being. That is it. No hard objection handling, no salesy tactic. That's it. And that's the whole game that you need to know. So here's the thing that took me years to learn. Somebody had grabbed me by my shoulder. You do not fail because you lack the skills. You fail because you lack the access. Let me say that differently. Your ability to close is not the problem. Your accent is not the problem. Your work ethic clearly is not a problem. If you're working 10-hour days, nobody can question your grind. The problem is where you are looking for opportunities. Pipelines? You're one out of 500 applicants? Recruiters? They're gatekeepers, bro, not connectors. Job boards, they offer you $500 offer per month. Loom videos, you already have sent 200 plus, right? How many replies did you get? Be honest with yourself. Now think about the reps who are making 5, 10, 15K per month. Do you feel like they get there by sending looms to the strangers on Facebook, LinkedIn? Or do you feel like they're refreshing their LinkedIn every single day and applying to the job boards there? Hell no. That's not how it works. They are talking to business owners directly. They're actually having the real conversations. They're connected to right people. So let me ask you something. What if everything you have done, the looms, the cold DMs, the applications, what if all of that is not a failure? What if that's just a proof that the system that you're using are not working? That's it. Because the skill is there, the hunger is there, and the work ethic is obviously there. You have just been pointing all of that firepower inside you on the wall instead of an open door. And that is what exactly happening in your situation. When I work with reps now, I fix 3 things. That is it. First, how you show up, your profile, your positioning. You know what is happening? Right now, majority of the sales reps are just looking like desperate people in business owners' DMs who are looking to hop on trash opportunities. They're just begging there. We make you look like someone who a business owner wants to talk to, not somebody who is just desperate or begging for an opportunity. Number 2, how you talk to people. The way you go into DMs of somebody can tell us a lot about you. You can be begging there, asking for opportunities every single day, and that just lower the authority that you do have. And we help you to get that authority back, where somebody feel like, okay, this guy has the value to provide, this guy has something to give and offer. So nobody is thinking like you as a bagger sales rep. And that is what you need to fix. You have to always go with the value. And we do not bag, we connect, we earn the conversation with the owner first. Number 3, your daily machine. 20 plus real conversations with business owners every single day. DM framework that you are doing, which actually making you sound more of the human being, and where you're actually getting the replies back. All the system to track those and also getting the replies. The framework which you need to actually sound like a person who people wants to connect with. Not only people, but also business owners who are doing 8-figure, 9-figure. And then from where you're building your own pipeline, not some recruiter's pipeline. And at that point, you are vetting business owners who you actually want to work with, not other way around. Profile, conversations, system. That is it. Now, let me show you how it actually looks like when it works. It's 30 days from now. You open your phone and your DMs are not that anymore. You're getting replies from people, from business owners. Not because you begged, but because the way you showed up, it actually made them curious to talk to you. You are having 20 plus conversations a day with people who are actually your ICP, people who actually you want to work with, and people who can literally change your income. Not a recruiter, not somebody, not a rep, but people who are actually signing the checks for sales reps. You're booking meetings, not 1, not 2. You're choosing which opportunities you have to take and which not. Now you are the one with the superior. Now you are the one with the authority who can vet the business owner. And that's the level where I want you to reach. That's your floor now. You're looking at 5K, 8K, 10K, or even more per month consistently with the right opportunities, with the right offers. The only reason? Because you changed the way you were finding opportunities. That's what happens when someone shows you the door instead of letting you keep hitting that solid wall. If you're tired of being the hardest worker in the room, I want to talk to you. Let's see how we can make a win-win situation. Link is in the description, or you can comment the word room and I will personally reach out to you, because I know it's enough of the suffering, and let's make it happen.